In short, sir, you're crushing it. Mr. President, you're rehired.
The president arrived in North Carolina just as delegates were formally renominating him for a second term. And on display, the perks of the office, unavailable to Joe Biden. The first order of business for Republicans was the roll call of the states.
Our president, Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump.
Our awesome and fearless President Donald J. Trump.
Greatest president ever.
For his critics, it looked like something out of a North Korean party meeting.
One of the greatest patriots in the history of this nation.
As delegates praise their leader and what they see as his historic achievements.
Miles and miles and miles of big, beautiful wall.
And then in walked the president himself, making much of the fact that while Democrats held a virtual convention last week, he was here in person.
4 more years! 4 more years!
To lap up the chants, joking that he might jettison the 2-term limit.
Now, if you want to really drive him crazy, you say 12 more years.
But what was not a joke was his suggestion, incendiary and destabilizing, that Democrats plan to steal the election by rigging vast numbers of postal votes.
80 million ballots. It's impossible. They have no idea. Who's mailing them? Mostly Democrat states and Democrat governors. Well, supposing they don't mail them to Republican neighborhoods. This is the greatest scam in the history of politics, I think, and I'm talking about beyond our nation. The only way they can take this election away from us is if this is a rigged election. We're going to win this election. We're going to win this election.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
And this evening, the man who stunned Washington 4 years ago has formally begun his campaign for a second term, focused on a single theme, the economy.
We reduce taxes, we reduce regulations, it's all coming back so fast.
But if Trump is confident on the economic arguments, many Americans will be alarmed at the president's hint today that if he loses, he simply will not accept the result, but instead will accuse the Democrats of election fraud. Robert Moore, News at 10, Washington.